The next 7 years were years of plenty for Egypt. Joseph and the Egyptians lived like kings, but they also prepared for what was to come. When the famine finally began, Egypt was prepared. They had enough food saved for the whole country, and everyone ate. Back in Canaan, Joseph's brothers were not doing so well. They were not prepared for the famine and were beginning to starve. The brothers knew that Egypt was prepared for the famine and decided to embark on this long journey in search of food. When the brothers arrived in Egypt, they went straight to where the food was stored. As Joseph was placed in charge of preparing for the famine, he was waiting at the gates when the brothers arrived.
Hello there. What brings you to this place? You have traveled very far to come here.
The brothers begged for food and pleaded that they were good, honest people in need of food. Joseph then realized that the brothers did not recognize him. They had no idea who this man was standing before them. So Joseph tested them to see if they had changed to actually be good, honest people.
Surely you are spies. How do I know you are not spies? Do you have more brothers? Is your father living? Where do you come from?
The brothers responded,
We are brothers from Canaan. Our father is there with our youngest brother, Benjamin.
How do I know you tell the truth? Go home and return with your youngest brother. Then I will know you are telling the truth.
The brothers made the very long journey home and then returned to Egypt again with their brother. When they came again to the house of Joseph, they fell to their knees begging. Joseph took pity on them and fed them a huge feast. The next day, the brothers gathered the food and grain Joseph had given to them, but when they weren't looking, Joseph snuck his silver cup into Benjamin's sack. The brothers were ready to go, when all of a sudden, Joseph yelled,
No! No, no, no! One of you has stolen my precious cup.
Yes, ha! Framing for theft. Classic revenge.
You should keep watching.
Thief! You should be thrown in jail.
The brothers were stunned. They fell to their knees and begged. But Joseph pretended to be angry.
Please, my lord, how can we prove our innocence? Do not throw the boy in jail. Our father loves him, and he will die of grief if he does not return.
Joseph could no longer control himself. He cried out to his brothers,
I am Joseph, your brother. Come close and look. It's me, the one you sold and sent to Egypt. Do not be sad or angry. God sent me here to save lives. I came to Egypt with this purpose.
The 12 brothers rejoiced. God had brought them together. The brothers were forgiven for their jealousy, and their family was reunited.
So Joseph forgave them all for selling him?
Joseph knew that he had been sent to Egypt by God for a reason, to help with the famine.
But what does that have to do with my makeup? Should I sell my sister?
No, God wants you to forgive her. We don't always know what God has planned for us, but we have to put our trust in him. Joseph forgave his brothers for selling him as a slave. Maybe you can forgive your sister for using her stuff.
When you put it that way, I could definitely do that. I can't wait to see what God has planned for me.
Well, I don't know what his plan is, but for now, you can place your trust in God, just like Joseph did.